Now in the 50s, and as we look at our temperatures north and south of the lake, all of us in the 50s. The lakefront, though, saying 60, and our temperatures are at least going up. Compare that to some other creepy spots across the U.S. like Sleepy Hollow, New York, Skull Valley, Arizona, Kill Devil Hills in North Carolina. We have Tombstone, Arizona. All of these pretty much in the same sort of range. I mean, Skull Valley a little colder, and then Scarville, Iowa at 31 degrees. So at least we don't have to contend with freezing kind of weather for trick-or-treating. But again, 50s here, considered very, very cold for a lot anyway. Our winds are coming in from the north as well, sustained up to about 15 or even close to 20 miles per hour. And the gusts in the yellow numbers are up to near 30 miles per hour. So we do have some windy weather, and that breeze will continue through this evening. So that will be another factor for tonight. I've been showing you the satellite imagery with these clouds here, and we have just a little bit of light rain around Lafayette. We'll see whether we're able to get a small shower or a little sprinkle action from that later this afternoon, but a lot of us mostly finished with that sort of mist that you may have had this morning. Today, high temperatures I have right at 60, cloudy, chilly, and windy. And then for this evening, our temperatures will be dropping through the 50s, not very quickly though, kind of staying sort of steady all the way through 9 p.m. for the evening in New Orleans. If you're north of the lake though, your temperatures will be getting toward 50 by 9 p.m. So if you're out a little later, it will get a bit colder there. And then all of us overnight, as we see our clouds gradually decrease, that will allow our temperatures to drop. So we are looking for 30s north of the lake and 40s south of Lake Pontchartrain tonight. We will keep a bit of a breeze, but looking into both tomorrow morning and Thursday morning, those will be the two coldest of the week. North of the lake, you're looking for probably middle, maybe even some low 30s, maybe even close to the freezing mark the farther north you go toward Macomb, Mississippi. So patchy frost will be possible. The more likely day for frost would be Thursday morning and not so much tomorrow morning if we're able to keep some of that wind up. The wind doesn't allow the frost to settle quite as efficiently. So it will be possible tonight, but especially into Thursday. Now, if you're south of the lake in the city of New Orleans, around Jefferson Parish and so forth, we're looking for 40s. No frost expected, but something to think about north and south is your pets. Make sure your pets are safe and warm tonight and tomorrow night. Those overnight temperatures, here's our model for Wednesday morning, starting off around sunrise, middle 30s north and a lot of 40s south, even though it does have some spots over toward Baton Rouge, like even Thibodaux toward Gonzales, maybe upper 30s, probably out of the frost range there. And then this is Thursday morning, maybe a degree or so cooler compared to what we have tomorrow morning, south of the lake in the 40s. Not a time where we usually talk about the tropics, but there is a small area in the Caribbean Sea. This one will be drifting towards Central America, and it has a high chance of developing maybe into a depression, or if it is able to become a storm, it looks like it would get the name Vince. So still a little bit of stirring in the tropics, although we have no threats here as we continue with these series of cold fronts, kind of a different pattern along our part of the Gulf Coast. But rain is expected for those parts of Central America where that little disturbance will be moving. Really, whether or not it is able to develop, it will bring rain there. Tuesday today, temperatures around 60. Tonight's our cold night. Tomorrow, the difference will be the sunshine. That'll feel a little warmer, at least with our high temperatures, about 60 once again. And then high pressure moves in. It rolls off to the east, and that will allow us to start warming up by Thursday afternoon. And then eventually we'll be back into the 70s for the weekend.